What's good, fellas? Welcome to the Saturday, October 3rd MLB morning breakdown. Hopefully, you guys got some good cashers and bets ready to go on the college football card today with Ian, Connor, Big Boss, and Ragu with their show just ending a little while ago. So let's get to the money today, fellas, because that's what it's about. First game on the card, guys, we got the Toronto Blue Jays at the New York Yankees. We've got Shane Bies versus Montgomery. We've got 10 miles per hour wind blowing to dead out center, guys. There is no line out for this yet, but we know how Tampa Bay is versus lefties, guys. They smack. They've been smacking all month long, all 15 days, whatever which way you want to look at it. They're a top 5 team versus lefties. Montgomery, guys, he does have a 3.1 ERA at home and a 3.8 on the road with 3 straight starts with 1 run or less. So he has been pretty good. And the Yankees right now, they have a 1-game advantage with 2 games left, guys. If they win this game tomorrow, they're into the playoffs. But they're going up against Shane Bies, guys, and he's been solid as fuck in his first 2 starts, to say the least. And he's got a 1.76 ERA in AAA in 46 innings. So this kid right here has been pretty stud. And it's the Yankees bats right now, the last 30 days, 23rd average, 10th OPS. So they are hitting for power, but they're not hitting for average. So the line isn't out, like I said. We have the 12th pin with the Toronto and the 15th pin the last 15 days with the Yankees. I lean Toronto here, guys. I know Yankees got to win, but this is Blue Jays versus a lefty, and I can't overthink it. So for me, I'm leaning towards the Toronto full game, depending on the price tag. And once again, we got to have the right lineup. I need to have everybody in the lineup. These are the last 2 days of baseball, and Toronto doesn't need this game. So, not Toronto, and Tampa Bay doesn't need this game. So, if they're sending out a crap lineup, I can't put my money on it. So, depending on the lineup, I'm leading the Tampa Bay Rays on this spot. Next game up, we do have a line for. We have the Baltimore Orioles at the Toronto Blue Jays. We have Means versus Manoah with 10 miles per hour out the right center. The first 5 set at a 4.5. Full game, we have the Blue Jays at a minus 235, and the comeback on the Orioles is a plus 210. Under over on this game is an 8.5. Manoah at a minus 235, guys. In a must-win game for Toronto, who's 1 game back of Seattle, Boston, of the second spot. They need this game, guys. Baltimore 29th average, 28th OPS the last 30 days versus righties, where the Blue Jays are 4th average, 3rd OPS versus lefties the last 30 days. So all the stats say straight up this should be a minus 235, if not even a minus 300. Their bullpen is garbage, guys. So I'm not on this game yet myself, but if I was, I'd look to shorten it down and maybe first 5 it, or a Toronto Blue Jays team total if you don't like Manaea. The team total for the Blue Jays is at a 4.5. It is at a minus 130 right now. That's a little too much juice for me. Maybe I'd look towards the 5.5 because they smack lefties, guys. Means he does have a 4.62 home ERA and a 2.27 away. He is on the road right now. That is something that you may need to take into effect. Manoah, he's been solid. He's got a 2.47 at home and a 4 on the road. So we got Manoah at home where he's good, but yet Means also said he's good on the road. But we have a team who's top 5 versus lefties in the Toronto Blue Jays. So I lean Blue Jays run line. I won't bet the full game myself. If anything, it's going to be a Blue Jays team total for me, or minus half, minus 1.5, some type. Next game up on the board, we've got the Boston Red Sox at the Washington Nationals. Man, oh man, oh man. Boston won today, by the hair of their skin of their chinny chin chin. I wasn't on that game. I know a few people were on the over. There was a couple million times it should have went over. You had Soto running into a third, freaking out at third. Just dumb freaking plays from a team who really doesn't care to be out there, guys. Boston does not have a pitcher listed. Washington's going to pitch Gray. Boston's second average, third OPS, guys, the last 30. Fourth average, second OPS, the last 15. Excuse me. And Washington has the 24th pin the last 15 days, and they're a bottom 10 pretty much all year, guys. So I'm looking towards a Boston team total here. I don't care who their pitcher is. I want their team total. They should smack Gray, guys. Josiah Gray is a time bomb. Check this out. Home ERA of 7, and he's at home, and an away ERA of 4.2. So, yeah, we got the ticking time bomb at the place where he blows up and a team that smacks righties. Give me some fade the Josiah Gray treatment today. We have next game in, guys. We have the San Diego Padres versus the San Francisco Giants. Once again, guys, no line out yet. It's the last 2 days of baseball, so maybe they're being cautious with putting lines out. And at the time we record this, the Giants and Padres are still playing. The Giants are up, and the Dodgers just came back crazily in the 5th inning to save a whole lot of money I had tied to that first 5. Oh, baby Jesus. The baseball gods have looked out for me 2 days in a row now, guys. Something's going on here. I like, let's go. You know what you need to do? Smash the like if you haven't, because you guys rock. So let's get to the next one. Musgrove and Gosman, guys. Giants first average, first OPS over 30 days. They're top 5 again, top 3 the last 15 days. Padres, their 16th average, 16th OPS the last 30 days. But let's get into this, guys. Musgrove, last 3 starts, he's given up 3 runs or more, and 2 of those starts are versus San Francisco, where he got cracked. Like cracked. San Francisco sees him well. They sees him 2 out of the last 3 weeks, and they get a 3rd time at this guy. Oh, wow. What? But wait, let's get into Gosman. Gosman, he's been good the last game, but 2 of his last 3 versus San Diego, and he's given up 4 runs or more in both of those. So what do we got here, guys? That to me sounds like a first 5 over, but we got to make sure the Giants have a team in there. They might wrap up the division tonight, and that to me is a no bet. I want absolutely nothing to do with that. Not for me, no. But if somehow the Giants lose and the Dodgers win, definitely want the over first 5 in that game. Next game out, guys, we have the Philadelphia Phillies and the Miami Marlins. We have 16-mile-per-hour winds blowing in, but we do have a dome in Miami, so I believe they're going to have the dome closed. You may want to check if you're going to bet this game. We have Cross versus Luzardo, guys. Miami, their 26th average, 27th OPS versus righties. Pittsburgh, 24th average, 22nd OPS the last 30 versus lefties. Both of these teams just aren't hitting. Both of these teams have bottom 5 bullpens the last 15 days. I want nothing to do with this game. Krause, this is his first start in the majors last week, and in AAA, he only had 1 start there, too, for 4 innings. And before that, he wasn't that good. So I expect Krause to get hit. Luzardo, he hasn't been good at all, guys. He's 2 runs to 5 runs every damn time he steps on the mound. And that's what he is. I don't want nothing to do with these bats. I don't want nothing to do with these 2 teams. Shout out to Suarez. He cashed our K prop easy. Fast cash, as my boy KP would say. So, yeah, let's get on to the next game, fellas. Is that game? Mind you, on Cross Luzardo, they do not have a line out for that, guys. There is a lot of games they do not have lines out, and I wasn't skipping over it for no reason. So sorry for not mentioning that before that. Next game up, we do have a line. Yay! Hercules! All right, guys, we have the Cincinnati Reds at the Pittsburgh Pirates. Now, do I want to bet this game? Probably not, guys. First 5's at a 4.5. Full game, guys, we have at a 8.5. We have the Reds as a -170 favorite and the Pirates as a +153. Shout out to the Pittsburgh Pirates. They cashed my wins team total over future bet that I put out at the beginning of the year. Not because I thought the Pirates were good, only because 59.5 wins. I thought the worst team in baseball could win 59.5. And boy, did they make me sweat it. But hey, we cashed it yesterday. You did it versus Castillo. Even freaking better. Now we got Kranick versus Malley, guys. Malley, he's got a freaking 5.6 ERA at home, guys. But wait, he's on the road where he's got a 1.85. This is a spot in a place where you would want to back Malley. Malley, he's been decent his last 2 starts, but 2 out of his last 3 has been versus Pittsburgh, where he did give up 3 runs, but that was in Cincinnati. He was dominant in Pittsburgh. One of those pitchers who just pitched better, not in that little kids' baseball park in Cincinnati. So 2 out of his last 3 were versus Pittsburgh. That to me is enough to stay off the game. And Cincinnati has nothing to play for. They showed today losing 9-1 with their best pitcher on the mound. So I can't back Cincinnati at this price. But Kranick, he has a home ERA of 10, guys. Yes, 10. There's only 9 innings. He's giving up more than a run per inning. And at this type of price, it's really a Cincinnati run line, guys. Both of them have a top 10 bullpen the last 15, 30 days there. So this is definitely a back Malley spot. I haven't done it myself, but definitely will be on my card to dig through. Next game out, guys. We have the Cleveland Indians versus the Texas Rangers. We have McKenzie versus Lyles. First 5 is at a 4.5. The full game's at an 8.5, with the Indians favored at -150 and the comeback on the Rangers +135. Once again, this is not a game that I will be betting, but I will read you these stats. McKenzie's going up against the 5th average 20th OPS the last 30 days, where Lyles is going against the 18th average 26 OPS. McKenzie, he's not been good his last 2 starts. Only 2 innings his last time out, guys. Has he hit a wall? Is he tired? I don't want to bet that right now. That's just not for me to find out. Lyles, he's just hot garbage who likes to pitch well when I bet freaking against him. There's spots to fade him. There's spots not to, guys. Cleveland's bats say they're not hitting righties. This ain't no righty to write home about, so I can't hate the over. I would want nothing to do with either one of these pitchers the way they're pitching right now. So if you need some DGen action on this Saturday, I like the over here. Next game out, guys. We have a 51% chance of rain, guys, and this pisses me off because I can't use it as my best bet. Because how am I going to give a best bet out where it could damn near freaking rain? We have the Detroit Tigers at the Chicago White Sox. First 5's at a 4.5. Full game's at an 8.5. White Sox are a -265 favorite. Excuse me. With the comeback on the Tigers of +235. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Giolito, guys, he's been straight solid. Money in the bank type guy. Manning, he's going up versus 11th average, 14th OPS. That doesn't sound too bad with the White Sox, right? Here's the kicker, guys. This will be his 3rd start in a row versus the Chicago White Sox. The first start, he gave up 3 runs. The second start, he gave up 6 runs. Well, what the hell is going to happen this 3rd start, guys? 3 starts in this doesn't happen in the MLB, guys. It don't happen. So what are we going to do, guys? I want the over 5.5 at plus money on this game. I'm going to bet it. I'll probably get refunded because the rain is what it is, bro. Wish it wasn't raining because this would be just a straight cash the full team over in the first 5 innings the way this sets up to be. Yeah, so I'm loving the anything over, anything run line, anything White Sox tomorrow. Detroit, their 19th average, 22nd OPS. Everything favors the White Sox here. Both are middle of the pack bullpens. The White Sox, the last about 10 days, have started turning things around. They need to. Playoffs are coming here. So, yeah, this is a White Sox spot for me. Next game out, guys, we got the Oakland Athletics versus the Houston Astros. The first 5 set at a 5. The full game is set at a 9.5. We have the Astros as a -150 and the A's as a +135 on the comeback. We have Blackburn versus Odorizzi, guys. These are 2 guys I want nothing to do with. 2 teams I want nothing to back right now. Houston, they are 8th average, 12th OPS the last 30 days versus righties. Oakland, 10th average, 15th OPS. Both of them have top 10 bullpens the last 15 days. I know we've been saying Oakland's falling off. The numbers say they're not lately. They're turning it back around, at least with their bullpen. I'm off this game myself. I don't like to back Odorizzi, and I'm sure as hell not backing Blackburn. If anything, I would look towards a Houston team total if everybody's in. They benched a lot of people today. This is rest season, guys. So make sure you're looking at lineups before you place bets. Mandatory. I did place the White Sox bet, but I'll make them refund me, damn it, if the lineup looks like a little kids league. Shout out to the chat, guys. We're almost through this. It's Saturday. I know we got things to do, so smash the like if you haven't. Hit the share. Tell your grandma. It's the last weekend of baseball. Thanks for supporting Pub Sports Radio and Sharpie Bets. Without you guys, I wouldn't be here. So shout out to you guys for coming every week. Next game out, guys. Minnesota Twins versus the Kansas City Royals. We have a 45% chance of rain in this game too, guys. So I doubt it's going to go off. We have Jax versus Bubik. Good old Titty Boy. But guess what? Titty Boy been solid his last 3 starts out. He's going versus the 18th average, 18th OPS with the Twins the last 30 days, where Kansas City is 13th average, 18th OPS. Both of them have middle of the pack pins. There is no line out right now for this game. I figure maybe because of the rain, maybe because of the pitchers. The only thing about Jax has been getting jacked straight up. He's been getting bombed on. So I love Kansas City team total first 5. I can't hate you for the over first 5. Both of these pitchers have terrible numbers versus these batters. Both of these batters own these pitchers. Bubik has been solid, but Minnesota just, holy cow. You need to go look at that for some hitting props for that game. Maybe that's a DFS stack right there if you want to play some baseball, because that could be lots of hits coming if it doesn't rain. Next game out, guys. Do we have a line? Yes, we do. We have the Chicago Cubs versus the St. Louis Cardinals. First 5 set at a 5. Full game set at a 9. We have the Cardinals as a minus 172 favorite with the Cubs at a plus 155. We have Sampson versus Lester, guys. Lester's going up against the 17th average, 16th OPS the last 30 days, where Sampson's going up against the 14th average, 13th OPS. I love playing the Cardinals versus the lefties. I know a lot of people like playing the Cardinals all the time. I just love them versus lefties. This right here, both of these pitchers just faced each other last week. Lester got cracked, 8 hits, 3 runs, where Sampson, he was pretty solid. Can he do it again? That's something I don't know about. I do know that the Cubs have been hitting lately, and the last 15 days, the Cardinals have the 28th pin, and the Cubs have the 10th. So I'm going to be looking towards, if their lineup is their lineup, which hopefully it is, the Cubs have been pretty just putting out their normal. It's at a 3.5, their team total for the full game. I love it, guys. I like the Cubs full game over 3.5. They have a 28th bullpen in the Cardinals, and Lester just got cracked by this team. It wasn't like they hit him for home runs. It was 8 hits, guys. So you give me 8 hits, they're going to score 3 runs every time. So let's keep going with that. I'm going to take the Cubs team total over 3.5, and I'm going to bet that right after the show, because if I press that, I'll lose my lines. All right, next game up, guys. We have the New York Mets versus Atlanta. Atlanta hasn't named a pitcher yet. There is no line out, obviously. Carrasco, guys, going up against the 15th average and the 8th OPS. Braves have been hitting for power, guys. Carrasco, he is good for 2 to 5 runs every damn time. You go through his whole game log, 2 to 5, 2 to 5, 2 to 5. Bad bullpen with the Mets. This is Atlanta team total over, guys. That's the spot I'm looking at here. Definitely want to look at lineups and all that, but even with a mediocre lineup, I still see them getting theirs. This is Carrasco. Next game out, guys, we do have a line on. We have the Colorado Rockies at the Arizona Diamondbacks. We have a 4.5 first 5 with a 8.5 full game. We have Sensatella versus Gallen. Sensatella, guys, 8 out of his last 10 has been a quality start, 3 runs or less. Pretty solid, guys. He's been a pretty solid pitcher for these guys. He's going up versus the 30th average, 30th OPS, and the Diamondbacks. Gallen, he's coming off a good start, but he hasn't been that good, guys. He's been pretty freaking garbage lately. He is going up against the 20th average, 21st OPS, and the Rockies. I haven't bet this yet. I'm still a little butt sore from last night with the Rockies taking money from me. But this is definitely a Rockies or pass spot for me, guys. They're giving you plus money on the Rockies here, though. It's minus 134 Diamondbacks, plus 121 to the Rockies. That, to me, might be enough value for me to take a stab on the full game, guys. They have the way better bullpen. Colorado's at 4th over the last 15 days. Arizona's 29th. Better bats, better bullpen, better pitcher in the better form. Definitely lean the over first 5. Sensatella, like I said, quality start, 3 runs in 6 innings. That definitely could happen here. But I got to trust the numbers. The numbers say 30th average, 30th OPS. If he can keep the ball on the ground, he'll do really well. Next game out, guys, we have the Angels versus the Mariners. This game's going on as we do this. A lot of this game has to do with today. They need to win this game so bad. And even if they don't, they need this game just as much. And the line is out right now. It is a minus 166 full game to the Mariners. And the run line is a minus 1.5 at plus 108. Guess what? It's flexing day, baby. We flexing on these Angels, guys. We're taking the run line plus 108 with flexing. Here and why. We already know how good flexing is at home, right? And everyone says, oh, flexing on the road. Flexing's been so fucking good on the road that it's almost damn to even out his home road splits. It's down to a freaking less than a run in between that. So take that to the bank. Flexing, keep going. End this season strong. You're at your home field where you are better at going versus a team you've dominated all year long in the Angels. The Angels are 28th average, 29th OPS, where they're going up against Diaz. Diaz made his first start in the majors last week versus Seattle. He went 7 innings, gave up 3 hits on 1 run. Bet you he don't do that again, guys. Let me tell you. In AAA, he had a 4 ERA. Not so good. So I expect the regression to come from this kid who had a good start his first time out. Major league hitters versus the same pitcher, second time in a 6-day period. Give me some Seattle Mariners with some flexing. Angels miss flexing on his rotation where Diaz faced Seattle. So give me the team who just seen the pitcher with the better pitcher on the other side and the team who has to win with the way better bullpen in Seattle, guys. Run line at plus money right now. I think it's a score. So let's get on it, man, because ain't no thing but a chicken wing. Last game of the night, guys. There is no line out. It's going to be the Milwaukee Brewers versus the Los Angeles Dodgers. They tied the fucking game at 5-5, bottom 5. First inning, Trey Turner hits a home run. Bottom fifth, Trey Turner hits a grand slam. Oh my goodness. They need this game. If they win, they are 2 games back of the Giants. Giants look like they're going to win tonight. That means they're still playing for something, guys, which means we can bet them. We have Burns versus Urias, guys. There is no line out. Burns is going versus the 25th average, 17th OPS. Dodgers really haven't been hitting righties that well, guys. And we know how Milwaukee is versus lefties. They did get the Kershaw today. But Kershaw was hurt, guys. Obviously, he didn't have it. Within the first few innings, they knew something was wrong. So, is what it is. The numbers say they're not hitting lefties. Urias isn't the same pitcher as Kershaw. He throws 8 miles per hour harder than Kershaw. You're going to get 98 with some breaking, not 90 with some breaking. So 2 different pitchers versus a team that doesn't hit lefties and 2 really, really good bullpens, number 1 and number 2 in the league, guys. So I'm leaning full game under. I'm probably going to bet the full game under. I don't want to side on this. The Dodgers have to win. Burns have been straight down dominant his last 3 starts with strikeouts of 9, 11, and 14. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets 10 or more here. This is a playoff atmosphere game, guys. So expect pitching in a playoff game, especially with 2 teams that have 2 solid pitchers pitching and 2 solid bullpens. This sets up to a dead under to me. So shout out to the chat for you guys hanging in there. It's Saturday. You guys rock. Smash the like if you haven't. Shout out to my guy in the backstage, Willie Beeman, Billy Briz, baby, doing all the backstage, guys. It's freaking 9:30 my time Pacific. It's 12:30 a.m. his time. This guy's rocking out with his cock out, guys. He's got the Pub Hub show he's premiering or popping on. Not premiering. He ain't premiering. He been on there 2 weeks ago. He popping on there with his nuts out. He gonna do something like this. I can't tell you the play, but he gonna can't tell you anymore though. So tune in Sunday morning, Jimmy the Bag for Billy Briz's play, baby, because I already bet it. I think y'all need to get on it. And also 4 p.m. Eastern time today, 1 p.m. Pacific, guys. We have the UFC stream with all the boys. We have some bangers coming, so stay tuned. Am I the only one who dances to that shit every time they play it? I know Ian made a comment one time about that. Like, it's funny to watch Sharpie in the backstage when they play these. He'd be dancing and all that. But shout out to our sponsors, guys. Without them, we really are nothing. Without you, we are nothing. So let's get into our sponsors. MyBookie.ag. Use promo code PubSports, guys. 50% match bonus on cash or credit, up to $1,000. 100% match bonus, up to $1,000 if you use Bitcoin. So make sure you get into that crypto, you get your $1,000 match bonus, and you make some big boy bets. So let's get into my best bet, guys. And you should already know there ain't no muscles here, but it's freaking flexing day, baby. You know they need to win. This is a team we can back right now. They have a really good bullpen. Flexing's been money. And we're going up against a team that's seen the same pitcher now for the second week in a row. So give me the Seattle Mariners minus 1.5 at plus 108. And yeah, I think we win by 3. So shout out to the chat. Thank you guys for hanging out. Smash the like. Once again, we've got UFC coming up in a few hours, guys. Go grab yourself a beer. Watch some college football. Tune on in to the boys. We be pubbing. Let's go.